Yo, what's up guys? You're watching Mike and Anthony, and today we have a very, very special animation for you. It's a girl who pretends to be blind all throughout high school and then walks into the boys' locker room.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, that's not the story. Let's zoom in on that. Wow.
I don't want chapped lips.
Then use chapstick.
Nah.
No, but this girl does pretend to be blind all throughout high school and learns every little dirty secret because people think she can't see and they actually think she's blind. So we're gonna see how this plays out. This is like the ultimate blackmail that everyone wishes they can do on their enemies in high school.
It's obvious. You can tell that person ain't blind, but okay, let's keep going.
What do you mean? I do that every time on a date. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm blind. I don't know what's happening.
Do I look pretty? Yes. Wait, what?
Can you see where the car is? Yeah. Wait a minute.
As if the last year of school before college wasn't stressful enough, my dad got himself fired and we had to move to a new city so he could find a new job. It wouldn't have been so bad, except Dad was a teacher at my school, so everyone knew what he'd done. It was one of the worst things to happen to—
Wait, what did he do? Well, why did they have to move? They didn't even tell us what he did yet.
What that girl in the back right do?
Oh, what the f?
To us since Mom died when I was 12. But
what is that?
It was all Dad's fault.
Why is that there?
He was having an affair with the principal's wife, and someone in my grade filmed them and shared it across social media. I couldn't stay at this school and finish my exams.
No.
But let's be honest, I'd never live it
Dude, what
down.
is this animation? Look at their faces.
I lasted about 3 days before I went to the principal
What is that?
and told him I was leaving.
What is that?
He didn't even look at me. He just said, "You should be ashamed of your dad. Get out of my school." When I was emptying out my locker, one guy came up to me and said that me and my dad were a disgrace, and I shouldn't show my face in this town again.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I couldn't get out of
what is
there
this?
fast enough.
Town?
So
what
Dad
is
and I
this?
packed up and moved, leaving our old life behind.
Dude, this animation is giving me like Tourette's or
first.
something.
The video was still viral, and I even thought about asking Dad if I could change my surname to Mom's old name, just so I wouldn't have to be associated with it all. Dad couldn't find a job anywhere. Everyone recognized him from the video, and some
Jesus, this is like an anime. It's like,
can you just change your hair color?
It's a nightmare.
Homie, he's bald.
Yeah, and what's the problem?
How can he change his hair color if he's bald?
You just get hair dye.
I cut my long hair into a pixie cut.
100 IQ over here.
See?
Then I got my nose pierced. On the first date, Dad offered to drive me, but I told him I'd walk.
She looks like
just in
someone from
case
Charlie's
anyone
Angels.
recognized
I don't know
him.
why.
I knew I was being mean to him, but I didn't
And her nose
care.
ring is freaking me out.
He'd ruined my reputation, and I wasn't about to let him do it again. As I was walking to school, I wasn't paying attention, and I bumped into a young guy. "Hey,
Dude,
watch
this,
it."
What the
said.
f is this
"I'm
animation?
blind."
I'm so
I
confused.
apologized, then looked back at him. Wow, I'd never have known he was blind. And then I got an idea. I reached into my bag and put on my sunglasses. And then when I got
Oh my
closer
God.
to the
Why?
spot, I held onto the wall and walked alongside
Why?
it
This
slowly.
is so dumb. There's
I could
no
see
way.
people looking at me, but I didn't care. A few people started whispering, and I let go of the wall. What was I even doing? But then a girl came up to me and introduced herself as Elsie and took me by the arm and offered to help me walk to class. She said her brother was blind too.
What was the point of that?
Yeah, what is the point of being? What the f going on?
I'd started this, so I just have to play along. I mean, how hard could it be? I told her I was new around here and this was my first day. She seemed so excited.
I hate this animation so
much.
It's so stupid, but I just want to know what's the climax?
And I was so sure the principal would know I was lying. But it seemed this school took disability seriously. For the first time
I think every school takes it
Yeah, dude,
seriously
why are you
now.
pretending to be blind?
About me. Elsie was
This is gonna end badly, I already can
tell.
No,
100% is gonna end badly.
Passed in a blur. When she introduced me to her boyfriend at lunch, I had to stop myself from staring at him. He was such a babe. But then I realized I could stare all I wanted because he obviously thought I couldn't see him. And when Elsie had her back turned, I could see him checking me out.
Dude, this animation and the way this story is just no. It's just so bad.
He thought I looked good.
I regret choosing this
It was like
animation.
a whole new world had opened up. As soon as people found out I was blind, they did all kinds of things in front of me. One guy was picking his nose.
Does
and
that?
When we went to the bathroom, Elsie didn't even close the door.
What's going on?
It was pretty awkward, but what could I do? Surely someone would catch me out. And yup, sure enough, in the afternoon, things went downhill. Elsie dropped me off at the classroom for people with special needs. And then she just left me there. I looked around me and realized people there seriously had proper disabilities.
Dude, there's a guy
Well,
missing an
yeah.
arm.
What the
I wanted to scream that I was a fraud and run out, but the teacher came over to me and gave me a hug, and I was reminded
Wait, why does
I
it say
was
2 plus
doing
2 is
this.
4? Just because they have
Anything to avoid
disabilities
being
doesn't
the
mean they
girl
don't
whose
not
dad
smart.
got fired because of an affair. But then she put a book in front of me, and I realized it was Braille, and my heart almost stopped. How was I supposed to know what this book was about? I had no clue how to read it. I had to get out of there. I told her I wasn't feeling very well, and then I reached out to grab onto the chair in front of me so I could feel my way out of the classroom. But I didn't even realize how hard I'd pulled it, or the fact there was someone sitting in it. And the next moment, the chair was falling on top of me, and then a girl fell onto the floor. I just lay there trying not to cry. How had I not seen her sitting there? This whole faking
Plot twist, she actually became blind.
I know, let's say, what?
She landed on her arm and broke it. She was actually blind, which made me feel so bad.
She was blind.
No one was even angry with me because they all assumed
Dude,
I couldn't see.
You're such an
The
idiot.
teacher ordered an ambulance for the blind girl and offered to call my parents to pick me up. And I panicked and said my dad was sick and my mom had passed away years ago. The teacher felt so bad for me and said I could rest in her office until the end of the day, and then she'd drive me home. I sat in the teacher's office and waited, and then eventually I decided to leave without her noticing. I left a note thanking her for looking after me. I wrote it with my left hand, of course, so it would look realistic, and then I snuck out. Everyone was in class,
If you're blind,
so I just walked out of
can you
there
not-
like
To
normal
make it
and
realistic,
headed
so it's
home.
really bad
When I got
handwriting.
home, Dad was in a good mood. He'd got a job interview and he had a date that night.
And then he figured out it's the same place her
And he
daughter
got a
died.
date that night, too.
Next day, Elsie was
And it's a
waiting
date
for
with
me
the
at
teacher
gate,
herself.
And I had to pretend I didn't see her and walk straight past her, but she grabbed my hand and helped me to class again. Then my teacher was there to welcome me, and she said she had some exciting news. That seeing as I was 18 and blind, and my dad was sick, I could claim some benefits to help me out. I couldn't believe it.
Dude,
Jackpot.
this is actually a crime. This is a f***ing crime. This is a crime. You actually will go to jail for this.
That I got to skip sports and stuff.
Oh,
but
wait, this
no,
worked.
it was
Dude,
so
you-
humiliating.
the government can't
It
be
was
this
a
stupid.
swimming
There's no way they'd
class.
give a-
The gym teacher gave me a swimsuit and I put it on backwards, thinking that would be more realistic. But our special needs
Dude.
department teacher rolled her eyes at me and said that by now, surely I knew how to dress myself. She'd been so nice to me up until
Dude.
now. I didn't get it. I kept watching her and she was constantly looking at her phone. The rest of the day dragged by. Faking being blind was hard work. After school, I decided to go check out the mall. I wore my sunglasses in case anyone from school saw me. Anyway, the mall was pretty lame, so I bought a milkshake and decided to leave. Suddenly, I saw Elsie and her boyfriend, and I panicked. I was playing on my phone, and I was like, that's it, my act is up. They were kissing, so I walked by quickly, hoping they wouldn't see me.
Bruh,
And then I
go the other
realized
way.
something. It wasn't Elsie he was kissing. I looked right at him, and he froze and opened his mouth to say something. Then I heard him whisper under his breath, "Never mind, she's blind. Phew. Except I wasn't blind, mister, and you have officially been caught in the act."
Yeah, but
I walked back around,
to-
stayed behind the fountain, and quickly snapped a pic of them
Why?
kissing.
if
Elsie
you're
deserved
blind,
better.
you
I
can't
looked her up on
see.
Instagram and sent her a private message with the photo. She replied straight away saying, "Who is this? Why are you trying to ruin my relationship?" And then it clicked. My Instagram handle wasn't my name, and my pic looked nothing like me. Oh yeah, and I was blind. Obviously she didn't know it was me. Well, at least she now knew that her boyfriend was a lying, cheating
That's kind of
Dude.
true.
Yeah, but what is happening? Are you gonna become a vigilante or some shit? I don't get what's happening right now.
and me who sent it.
I'm
I'd
so
probably
confused.
Have lost my only friend. I could see her boyfriend looking at me in a horrible way.
Why?
But I just kept my head
How would
down.
he know?
She must have told him someone had seen him that day. Was he on to me? He definitely was, because on Friday afternoon, I saw him going into my locker and taking my phone. It took all my strength not to jump out at him and stop him, but it was too late. He had taken it. I hurried home wondering what I could do. He'd see all the photos and figure out I'd been faking.
Doesn't he need the password?
Yeah, wait a minute. What the? Dude, this story is so weird.
And look at this.
I couldn't exactly
Yo, the animations
say I'd
is the one
seen
that has
him.
me dead, bro.
I just wanted to get home to try and figure out what I'd do next. Except that was not what happened. My dad had invited his date over,
Oh,
and as
shoot.
soon as I walked through the door, he told me to get changed and
It
come
was a
join him in
teacher.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
Great, just what I needed. I was chopping carrots when she arrived. I turned around as my dad introduced her. Allison, sweetie, come meet my new girlfriend, Susan. I literally just missed my foot. I dropped the knife right out of my hand and stared in shock. Oh no, Allison, are you okay? Wow, what a coincidence. You shouldn't be using sharp knives. Come on, Kevin, surely you know better than that, she said. Hang on, you two know each other? My dad said. Why, yes, of course. I'm Allison's teacher.
So obvious what was gonna go on.
Yeah, dude, seriously?
I had no idea you were her father. In fact, she told me her father was sick.
His
I stood there, my
eyes.
skin burning with shame.
His eyes are just
I
like,
had to run.
whoa.
This was my absolute worst nightmare.
You're fucking idiot.
Allison, my dad screamed, and that was how I got caught. I'd faked being blind because I just wanted people to like me and not associate me with my dad's
free money.
mistakes. And now I'd gone and messed up everything, including my dad's new relationship.
You're an idiot.
Susan, my teacher, was so upset with me and said I was a huge disappointment
Jesus,
and that she
you're-
didn't want to be with a man who'd raised a daughter like me. I guess I was just
they
as
both
bad
got
as my dad. Like father, like daughter. I wish I could say it all blew
Dude,
over after
you're
that
so
and that I
stupid.
went back to school the following Monday and
I
started
rarely ever
afresh.
say this, but you deserve
Nope,
everything that has
life
happened to you.
doesn't work
Like
like
I'm
that.
being, like
I was expelled,
you
of
you
course.
faked being
And that
blind.
You got
Monday after
expelled,
school,
You
of
stole
there was a
money.
knock at the door.
You-
Elsie was standing there, and I held my breath, assuming she was about to go crazy at me. But instead, she just handed me my phone. She said she'd been angry to find out I'd been lying about being blind, especially as her brother was blind, and it wasn't okay to joke about this kind of thing. But then she said I'd saved her from dating a cheater, and she was so grateful. I was shocked.
That's not how that works, homie.
That's not how it works.
Wait a minute. She takes her to her class, but her class is in the special needs class. So how is she going to class?
What do you mean?
Her class is not the special needs class. So she was going to the wrong classroom the entire time she was going to school. Yeah, right? See?
It's weird. This animation's weird.
This
And
animation-
this story's weird as heck.
There were just two small problems. I had to finish school, and I had to find a way
Holy
to help
shit, the
my
dad is just dead.
He was so depressed about Susan breaking up with him. I plucked up the courage and called Susan and asked if she would meet me so we could chat. She agreed, and when we met, I told her I'd really messed up, but I'd only done it because of what had happened at my last school. I told her my dad had made some stupid choices in the past, and I had too, but he really liked her and deserved a second chance. I said I'd do anything to make it up to her, and begged her to ask the school to let me come back. Well, not only did they let me come back and finish my last year, they even hired my dad. Him and Susan are together.
Yo, what
now,
is happening
and
right
What
now?
the
Elsie is my
f- is
best
not how
friend.
life works?
No, that's
You're
not.
even going to the
You're
same
going. You
college.
should be in jail
I've
for
actually
taking
been
benefits you
learning
don't
Braille for
need.
reals. Part of the deal of finishing
Hold up, maybe she
school
does
was-
need benefits. Go back. Hold
and
up,
I've
hold up.
actually been learning Braille for reals.
She needs benefits. I take it all back. She needs
What the
benefits.
f is that?
She needs benefits. I take it all
Part of
back.
the deal of finishing school was that I volunteered to help the kids with learning difficulties.
Happy endings don't end like
Yeah,
that.
this is not. No, this is not real. You should have gone to jail and expelled and so many other
Shit,
things.
If light goes up this way,
I might as well fake being blind too. Everyone's gonna. Oh my God! Sorry,
What did you
miss. I didn't know.
Cool. That's all him, guys. All him. Right there.
I didn't say I'm actually gonna do it.
You're thinking about it.
Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe,
Copsies right there.
subscribe. We'll see you guys in another video.
Right there.
Peace out. Hello, my name is Chris Hansen. I'm
FBI.
gonna talk about
here.
FBI. Dude, I just see your finger.
Chris Henson.
Chris Hansen. What?
Nah, Chris Henson for blind people.
Holy shit.